So I want to take you through just a few more new attractions that the city has to offer. We have incredible marketing programs, and our marketing team is here. Thank you, Emily and Marnie and the whole team. We've got Restaurant Week coming to town this summer from July 20th through August 14th. It started in 1992 with 300, and now it's up to 300 restaurants. Broadway Week is next, and that's 2-for-1 Broadway tickets coming back this fall, September 7th through 20th. And then Off-Broadway, many people forget about Off-Broadway, but this fall it'll come back in September, from September 21 to October 4th, 2-for-1 tickets as well. And who said New York City was not affordable? Well, it certainly is, and we are showcasing for the first time ever Free in NYC, highlighting the best free attractions that the city has to offer, including free museums, free tours, free TV tapings, attractions, and more. New York can be as expensive or as inexpensive as you'd like. And then last month, our marketing team rolled out a beautiful new campaign called Hello Summer with these beautiful posters. It'll be a marketing campaign that we take around the globe to encourage visitors to take advantage of the best season to visit New York, which is the summer. As Fred mentioned earlier, hotel development is very strong. We're going to be reaching several thousand hotel rooms, and our head of research, Donna Karen, is here. She can tell you more about that, but we're going to reach about 113,000 rooms by the end of this year and 124 in the next few years. So the development is very robust. Some developments that I want to showcase include the luxury Baccarat property on the very left, right across from MoMA. It's an ultra-luxury property on Manhattan's west side. This is really an extraordinary offering. And then next door is the One Hotels brand, which is going to come to New York in July, right near Central Park. And it's all reclaimed wood and sustainable and really quite amazing. Next slide showcases the New York edition. You might have heard of a hotelier named Ian Schrager. Well, he's back on the scene in New York in partnership with Marriott Hotels and just opened in the Clock Tower building right in Madison Square Park. And then on the right side, there's a new brand targeting the youthfully minded traveler called the Tommy brand. And the Tommy Hotel will open this fall in the Hudson Square area. And it will also be showcased in other neighborhoods across the city, including Nomad, in the years to come. Transportation. Transportation is definitely key. We're the only city in the world that has a 24-hour public transportation system, and we have some developments that you'll be interested to know about. The first one is the number 777 subway line extension, which will open from 11th Avenue and 34th Street at the end of the High Line, and it will take you right into Times Square and then out to Queens. So this is a new artery that will connect the city, and that's expected to come online later this summer. On the right is the 2nd Avenue subway, which is a new development, which will be many years in the making. The first phase will open in December 2016, but it's going to be about 8.5 miles when it's all done, from Lower Manhattan all the way up to Harlem. And then next to the One World Trade Center is the new Fulton Transit Center, which opened in November, and that is a key component of the redevelopment of the neighborhood, where 9 subway lines converge, and it's a really beautiful transit screen. You heard about the lovely One World Observatory from Dave, and these are just a couple quick images. In addition, you heard from Travis about the wheel, another great image just showing you in the context of the skyline of New York. It's going to be just extraordinary. And then from Rose, you heard about the Whitney, just a couple of other images there. And in addition, on the cultural front, Ellis Island National Museum of Immigration has debuted. It opened on May 20th. It was formerly known as simply the Ellis Island Museum, but now it has a new Peopling of America Center, and this is an extraordinary development, and I recommend you, next time you're in New York, you take the time to see it. Up in the Bronx, Bronx is a cultural destination now at the New York Botanical Garden. You've got an incredible Frida Kahlo exhibit that's been getting a ton of publicity in New York. It's called Frida Kahlo, Art, Garden, and Life, and examine the artist's appreciation for the beauty of the natural world, as evidenced by her home and garden and the use of plant imagery in her work. It's really quite an exhibit to see. And then last December, we opened on the Upper East Side the beautiful new Cooper Hewitt Smithsonian Design Museum. It's the only museum in the nation dedicated to historic and contemporary design. Next March, the Met Breuer building will open. It is the former home of the Whitney and the new home of the Metropolitan Museum of Art's modern and contemporary wing, and that will be opening next March 2016. It's going to be quite a new development. And then over in Brooklyn, for you Brooklynites in the room, Carlo, the King's Theater recently opened to great fanfare over in the Flatbush neighborhood of the city. As you can see here, a little sampling of some key Broadway shows that are coming on. In addition to what you're going to see next door, there's some amazing shows, The King and I, to name a few, Finding Neverland, The Audience with Helen Mirren, and of course Hamilton, which is going to be a must-see show. Outdoors, New York City is one of the best outdoor destinations when the weather warms up, and as summer approaches, it's a great time to explore the city. The High Line at the rail yards. If you have not seen the High Line, you have not seen New York, and it just recently expanded from 30th Street to 34th Street. You can pick it up right at the beginning of the Whitney Museum and take it all the way up to Midtown, and is really one of the most beautiful attractions that our city has to offer, and the best part of it is it's free of charge. Farther up in the Bronx, if you're a golf fanatic, New York City has finally become a golf destination. The Trump Golf Links at Ferry Point Park was unveiled on April 1st as New York City's only tournament quality golf course, 18-hole public course designed by Jack Nicklaus. And it's a must-see. And as you can see, the skyline view taking. City Bike. New York is a bike-friendly destination. How many of you have gotten on a bike when you were in New York? This is an extraordinary development, and you can get around the city. They're going to be expanding it soon, and just in time for Gay Pride, Man About World will actually be putting out a new guide called the LGBT Guide, New York by City Bike, and that will be available for download on nycgo.com, the official website for New York, starting tomorrow. As we said, Lower Manhattan is on the uptick, and with the opening of the Observatory in Brookfield, there's new restaurants opening as well. Pier A at the foot of Lower Manhattan has opened with restaurants, and then over on Pier 17, as you see there on the screen, South Street Seaport is going through a redevelopment, and that will be opening in the next couple of years with beautiful restaurants, stores, neighborhood shops, as well as a glass facade. Dining in New York is still up and coming. We are the dining capital of the world. We have 24,000 restaurants. And as you can see here on the screen, the Rainbow Room has reopened as of last fall, as well as 65, which is a stunning indoor cocktail lounge and outdoor terrace. These are must-see restaurants when you come to New York. And then, of course, Tavern on the Green, everyone knows about. It's been lovingly restored, and it's reopened as of last year in Central Park. And if you really want to try to get a tough reservation, go to the Polo Bar by Ralph Lauren, opened on 5th Avenue this past January. It is one of the city's most coveted reservations. And then farther up north, Harlem, Marcus Samuelson has opened Streetbird Rotisserie. You may know him for Red Rooster. He's got a wonderful new restaurant that's just opened. And then on the retail front, Brookfield Place in Lower Manhattan, again next to the beautiful One World Trade Center and Observatory, is Brookfield Place with 300,000 square feet of retail space. And for those of you who like French food, the new Le District French Marketplace has opened right within Brookfield Place. And I visited it myself. It's really a great destination in its own right. Right next to the World Trade Center will be a new shopping destination as well, opening later this year. It's the Westfield World Trade Center with 350,000 square feet of retail, dining, and artistic experiences, topped off by this beautiful Santiago Calatrava design Oculus. And so this just shows you the scale of what's going on downtown. It really is the hot destination. Empire Outlet, you just heard from Travis about, a couple more images there. And then another big project we'll be briefing you on in the years to come is Hudson Yards. It's the largest private real estate development to hit the city. It's going to have condominiums, it's going to be the new home of Coach, it's going to have restaurants, shops, the city's first Neiman Marcus, cultural shed, and may even house the new Fashion Week. We'll have to see how that comes together. But again, this is all another proof point of the revitalization of Manhattan's far west side. So as you can see, New York City continues to evolve, reinventing itself every day, every week, every month, every year. So you'll have to keep coming back to get regular updates, and in the meantime, we'll take a few questions. Thank you.